Antony Blinken is making history as the first U.S. Secretary of State to visit the African nation of Niger. The Biden administration is concerned by the growing influence of Russia and China in the region. Blinken just touched down in the country and will speak with Niger's foreign minister about ways to strengthen partnerships on diplomacy and democracy. Yesterday, Blinken visited Ethiopia, where he reiterated America's commitment to the region and guaranteed an additional $331 million in humanitarian aid. And earlier, I spoke with CBS News foreign correspondent Debora Patta about just how significant Blinken's trip is.
Well, it's hugely significant. As you pointed out, the Sahel region, which includes countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Nigeria, and of course Niger, is beset by conflict. Niger borders Mali and Burkina Faso, which have both had coups in the past few years. The French troops have left both those countries, and into this gap has stepped Russia, which is obviously desperate to make friends and consolidate old Cold War alliances on the continent. We saw it in Central African Republic, where effectively Russian mercenaries from the now very infamous, well-known Wagner group, which is operating also in Ukraine, offer dodgy dictators protection and military assistance when they deal with rebel groups, and in exchange they get mining rights. And Wagner's been accused of horrific human rights atrocities. It's now entrenched in Mali. It could possibly start in Burkina Faso. And as we've noted, it's a deeply unstable region with franchises from both Al-Qaeda and ISIS operating there. And it's largely been overlooked by the West. There's a frustration, in fact, there that the U.S. has concentrated its efforts on places like Ukraine, obviously hugely important, but at the expense of countering atrocities and conflicts elsewhere in the world, like the Sahel. Niger remains one of the few countries in this region open to U.S. support. The U.S. military operates a drone base from that country. So Blinken's visit there is not only historic, because it's the first time, and obviously people are asking the question, what has taken so long? But it's hugely important in creating deeper ties in this region.